Hey, welcome back to Midas Letter Live. My guest this segment is Seann Poli. He's the CEO of LiveWell, it's LiveWell
Foods
LiveWell
Canada.
Foods Canada. Sorry, I was looking for it there. Seann, why don't we start with an overview? What exactly is LiveWell Foods going to do?
LiveWell Foods, what it's going to do, basically it's a vertically integrated cannabis company.
Oh, okay.
And so our focus is on using science and technology in producing finished products, and cannabis is one primary ingredient.
Okay, not necessarily for a psychotropic effect per se, but I know that there's health benefits associated with hemp and ameliorative effects of CBD on the nervous system. So these are foods, these are not therapeutic or bioceutical foods per se, are they?
Absolutely they are.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yeah. There are various features of the different cannabinoids in cannabis. They all have different purposes and features, and we intend to utilize all the different cannabinoids in different products that we'll be manufacturing in Quebec.
Okay, very good. And so when you say vertically integrated, do you also produce cannabis?
We do. So right now we're building 2 large locations. The only location in Ottawa. Right now there's 540,000 square feet of greenhouses that exist that we're renovating to cannabis on 100 acres. And then we have a second location in the Pontiac region of Quebec, southwest Quebec, whereby the first phase will be a 600,000 square foot greenhouse footprint. But along with that, we're also building a global science and innovation center where we will be doing research on the various cannabinoids. We have some proprietary extraction technologies to create whole plant extractions which have certain features, and isolated cannabinoids which have their own specific features. So both locations right now are what we're working on simultaneously.
Okay, so you've got an ACMPR license then for cultivation?
We are an advanced stage applicant for the Ottawa location in the detailed review stage. We do have a joint venture with Canopy Growth and Canopy Rivers. Part of that relationship with Canopy Growth is that they are going to finish the application for the Artiva site in Ottawa, and they will start and complete the application for the LiveWell Quebec site in Pontiac.
That's great. Couldn't have a better partner, I suppose.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's been a fantastic relationship.
Sure. So the legislation as it exists in Canada today, and even after recreational cannabis is legalized, it sounds to me like the products that you're proposing to bring to market are a little bit ahead of the legislative curve, so to speak. Do you anticipate that your products will be legal for sale at some point in the near future, or are you creating products that are legal now?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Basically, at this point, the only types of products available are in the medicinal industry market, dried cannabis and oil. We are building our facilities to produce those 2 types of products. This fall sometime, this year sometime, when the recreational legislation is released, again, the only 2 products available will be dried bud and oil. Okay, so that's one of the initial short-term focuses. However, our long-term focus that we are building now is using science and technology, extraction methods, and doing research on pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, and other recreational products that we expect will be available in the next few years. We also have the global markets that we can address and the various legislations in those different countries. So our mandate today is to be ahead of the curve, to start using research on the various cannabinoids and on various manufacturing methods, so that when new legislation is released, we have products ready to go.
Sure, that's great. I haven't heard of too many other any other companies in the space making food.
Correct. Yes.
Well,
that's one of the whole principles of how we started LiveWell. One of out of the co-founders, Peter Aboud, his family has food manufacturing experience as well. And so I live in Calgary. I came out to buy the farm from Peter's family. When I began to learn more about the history of the horticulture experience and the food manufacturing experience they have, I asked Peter to join forces. And I thought at that time this would be the only cannabis offering where there would be multiple streams of revenue, being cannabis and foods. The farm that we call the RTVille location actually grows vegetables as well, so it's going to be a whole integrated type of project. Frankly, the margins on cucumbers are not as good as cannabis.
Right.
So we are converting the larger greenhouses to cannabis. And we can fit quite a large footprint of greenhouses on the 100 acres. However, we are working very closely with the City of Ottawa to make sure that we develop that site properly and together. And yeah, we are using that food manufacturing experience, distribution experience, using co-packer arrangements, marketing, to lend all that to the cannabis.
Sure.
And just making new products and funneling it through a distribution network.
Okay.
It's one thing to manufacture a product, it's another thing to get that product onto the shelf, but really what you want to do is get that product off the shelf into someone's basket. Right?
How much money has been put into the company so far?
Roughly $11 million.
Okay, and you have a strategy to go public at some point?
Correct. We have signed an LOI with Percy Street, which is a venture-listed shell, and we are well into our audit. That'll be done pretty quick here, and also have been involved in the Q&A with the exchange for some time now, so we expect to be listing in the next few weeks.
Okay. Well, that's a great introduction to the company. We're going to leave it there for now. We'll come back to you in a quarter's time, and hopefully we'll get to try some of your products.
Okay.
Thanks so much for your time, Seann.
Thank you very much.